Hello BookTube, it's Louise the Big Head Bookworm. Lovely to see you. Hope you're well. Hope you're having a good day wherever it is you are and whatever it is you're doing. Hello, hello, hello. How are you? It is Friday the 18th of January. I hope you're having a good day. We've got a really nice day outside actually. It's cold. It's chilly. It's only like 0 or 1 degree. We've had a bit of a change in the weather this week. It's gone boom. And actually it's flipping cold in this room. I don't think the heating's been on in here for a while, and it is chilly. Yes, and when I sat down here to record this, I realised that my neighbour over there has got their washing out. I know, it's such a cold day. I don't want to use those towels that are hanging out there. I feel like going round going, they're not going to dry. You do realise that. I mean, you could just be airing them, but frankly, madam, sir, those towels are not going to dry. And normally it's the people there that have their washing out. Every morning I look out and I go, oh, and they quite often have washing out there. Even on days where you think to yourself, nothing's going to happen to them apart from them just get wetter. They will hang them out. But it's these people today. I've been quite fascinating myself by looking at it. Each day I do check these things, and the people there, they can quite often put them out before 8 o'clock. So I'm like, do they wash them overnight? And then, or do they get up early and do an early rinse? It's quite fascinating. You move to a new area and you get fascinated with these people because even though you don't know them, you get to know their little routines. Before 8 o'clock, he's out there pegging away. It's always him, not her. Although sometimes she helps him with the sheets. But it's a two-man job, isn't it, putting out sheets? Not that the husband helps me. I'm going to stop that right now. I'm going into a laundry discussion. And you didn't come here for laundry. Or did you? No. So how are you? I've got the door open. That's because I just recorded nearly all of my Friday reads, and then I had one cat that wanted to come in because they were banging the door. Came in. She then moved everything, and then the other cat came in and had a fight. And it's like, no, let's just. So I've got the door open so nobody has to bang to come in. And you didn't need to know this anyway. So the door's open if you're wondering why it looks different behind. That's the thing there. How's this week been? Had a great weekend. Lovely weekend, thank you very much. I was out from Friday to Sunday night. So Monday I was like, I was so tired. Monday and Tuesday. So I've done a lot of reading this week. And I think it's because I was so much people. There was so much people. Beautiful English. So much peopling done over the weekend. I was like, whoa. And I think I needed to rest and recuperate with myself. And so I did. So I read. Yes. I did lots of reading. No physio this week. No, it's been a physio-free week. I've had no Brenda, no Mick, nothing. I've been doing my exercises though. Yes. Can't quite plank with one hand and juggle with the other, or whatever it is I've got to be able to do. But I am practicing like a good one, like they said. I'm doing that, so very obedient. So that's it really. And so here we are. It's Friday, and then that means it's Friday Reads. It's Friday Reads, it's Friday Reads. I've read a lot, so I've got a lot to talk about. It's Friday Reads. Yay! Hello and welcome to Friday Reads. This is the video where I talk about the books that I have read this last week and if I have any reading plans for next week. I don't. I'm reading a lot at the moment. My January tally is really quite good. I think I've read 8, 9, something like that. And I'm enjoying them. So it's been good. It's been a great year so far. I uploaded and made live the video on Wednesday, which was my year in books, and that's all the books that I read in 2018. I have physical copies of, which I can. So if that's up for you to watch, if you want that, it's quite a long video, but I love making it. It's so much fun to see all the books there that I've read. Go around the house and pull them all out, and then put them into categories. And it's just such an enjoyable video to make. So I hope you enjoy watching it. If you have half an hour to spare, as I say, it is quite a long one. But this is not that. I shall be brief. Yes. Hurrah! For once. So I was listening to Sleeping Murder by Agatha Christie. which is a Miss Marple, and I finished that in the as an audiobook over the weekend, which was heartbreaking because I had nothing to listen to. I'd run out of podcasts that I'd downloaded, and I had no audiobook. I was like, driving along in silence. I was driving along with my thoughts. And I was also reading Thunderhead by Neil Shusterman, and I finished this. This is the second book in the trilogy. I found out it's a trilogy. First book is Scythe, which I read last year, and this is its sequel, so it's the second book. I felt it did suffer a little bit from second book syndrome. Didn't have the freshness of the first book and the crazy ideas, and very much a book of two halves. I felt that the first half was going one way and then kind of like, whoop, switched way halfway through. The transition was a bit baggy, but then it did pick up towards the end and I did enjoy it, so I shall be continuing with the series. I won't be going out and hunting for it in hardback. I'll wait for it to come out in paperback, and I don't know when that is, but I shall keep an eye out and I shall happily continue and complete the trilogy. So that was Thunderhead, which is YA fantasy, that's what I'd say. And then I picked up these two books and finished them. They are Slave to Sensation by Nalini Singh and Visions of Heat by Nalini Singh. So these are number 2 in the Psy Changeling series. So she did the Guild Hunter series, which is about angels and vampires, paranormal romance, and this is about changelings who are part human, part animal. They have they can transform. They're shapeshifters. That's the word I was looking for. Shapeshifters, and Psy, who are kind of like humans with like telekinesis or foresight or empaths or that kind of stuff, and they're kind of cool. So the changelings are all and all heat, and the Psys are all cool. So yes, that's that series. I've only read the first 3 in this series. I only got the first 3, and so I saw them and I just thought, I can't really remember what happens in those. So I read these 2. They're great. They're page turners. You can get immersed into the paranormal romance. Quite adult. Quite a lot of sauce there. Nalini, you can guarantee with Nalini. You're like, Nalini? And she's like, don't you worry, got that covered. Tick that box. And literally they do tick that on the back. Gothic, romantic, action-packed, funny and sexy. So that was those. So the next one is Caressed by Ice. Ooh, makes me feel chilly just thinking about it, which I have downstairs. So I might well pick that up today, because I'm not actually reading anything. I finished Visions of Heat. Actually, that would be quite nice. Last night. So I haven't picked anything up today. So what I might read, and which would be quite apt at the moment, is Low Country by Tom Bolton, Brexit on the Essex coast. So this has been quite a big week for politics in many countries, particularly in the United Kingdom, and with the debate on Brexit, which is the British exit from the European Union. We are due to come out at the end of March, and it was the deal on the government's. It was the vote on the government's deal as to whether they had organised a deal that had been agreed with the European Union, and it was the vote through Parliament, and it got rejected. So it was a big thing this week. If you haven't heard, that's what we've all been focused on. So there have been quite a few nights where we've just been sat watching television, watching Parliament going, and nobody has any idea what's going to happen. I mean, nobody has any idea what's going to happen. So I'm going to read this, which is let's see what it says. In spring 2016, Tom Bolton set out on a mission to walk the long winding coastline of Essex from Purfleet on the Thames estuary to the Suffolk border at Manningtree. In this treacherous mudfloods and coastal resorts of England's eastern edge, an alternative vision begins to emerge, shaken by Brexit. and the rise of the new populist politics in Britain and America. So it is looking at where he walks through. He looks at the politics of the area and the people that he meets, and it is highly divided. It is so divided. So I live in the east of England, just outside Cambridge. Cambridge was a very strong Remain area. So the people here in the Brexit vote voted to remain in the European Union and continue our cooperation and search for unity and, as I say, cooperation, whereas a lot of the county was for leave, i.e. they wanted Brexit, they wanted the British exit. So, yes, so it's quite divided. Throughout the country, it is incredibly divided. I mean, it was 52-48. So, I mean, it was so divided. So it should be quite fascinating. And I know bits of Essex, but I don't know the Essex coast that well. So it will be quite an interesting book. So I fancy reading this week. It's not hugely long, but it will be a good one to read. If not, I might pick up the next. So I might read that, and I might pick up the next Caressed by Ice, the next Nalini Singh, as a bit of balance. Serious, not serious. Serious, not serious. That might be quite good. What am I listening to on audio? I am listening to Big Magic by Elizabeth Gilbert, which, I mean, has been so popular. And I quite like her voice, so I thought I'd listen to that on audio. So I started that yesterday. And as a non-serious, I'm listening to... Excuse me, I'm going to burp. That's because I've been talking fast. 450 from Paddington, which is an Agatha Christie, and it's a Miss Marple. So carrying along with my Miss Marple train that I am at the moment, I thought I'd listen to that. So those are the two audiobooks that I've got going, as well as various podcasts. Yeah. And there we are. That's it, BookTube. How long have I been going on? Oh, not bad for me. Short but sweet, this one for me. 12 minutes. That's not bad. I can whitter on a lot longer than that normally. You'll be glad to be let out of school early and you can go and do whatever it is you're going to do. Oh, I can hear a cat crying. Yeah, I shall have to go down and see what's happening downstairs. Right, there we go, BookTube. I hope you have a splendid week. Have I got anything exciting coming up? No, not really. This next week isn't truly exciting, but it's ever closer to February. That's the best bit, I think, of this. Oh, it might get cold next week and we might have snow. Oh, that'd be so exciting. Yes. Cross fingers. Gets cold enough for a bit of snow. Like a bit of snow. Right then, BookTube, this has been lovely, and let's do this again. Bye.